Hi friends, Magus Supreme here coming at you guys with another reading. So for this reading, I decided to do something interesting. I don't see a lot of people doing this, so I decided to take a stab at it myself. So what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to do fortune telling readings. I've done fortune telling before in one of my my Facebook group that I ran for a couple months. It was really successful, and I think it's something that I want to bring here to YouTube. So for this reading, I have 12 piles. And for this reading, you guys really need to watch the intro because it's super important. So for this reading, I have 12 piles, but I'm not going to have a pick a card selection, even though I do have cards here. This is more so for me to know what number the piles are. But for this selection, you guys will have to use your intuition. You're going to have to make sure that you guys ask a question and make sure that you guys pick the proper number. So I'm going to give you the rules and the guidelines for what kind of questions to ask. So when asking the questions, do not address your question to the cards, but to the forces that are key to the cards. So do ask the cards to tell you how an event will how an event will develop if you do X, Y, or Z, to tell what to do in a given situation to achieve a particular result, to show what will happen, or to reveal the reason for something, or to give a clue on what to do to get X, Y, or Z. Don't ask the cards for a simple answer like yes or no, to anticipate one choice among a few variables, or don't assign responsibilities to the cards. And don't ask negative questions. Like, that's one thing you do not do for a tarot reader or anything like that. Don't ask negative questions like, why not? Or is this too good to be true? No reader wants to touch those kind of energies, and don't ask them of your spirit guides. That's very negative. And don't repeat the same question to get a different answer. If you really want this to work, you guys should have a clear understanding of what you want from the questions and what you want answered here. So really make sure that before you guys even engage with this video, that you even pick a pile, that you spend some time with yourself, that you really hone and make sure that your question is very specific. Because the more specific and the more succinct your question is, the more clear your result and your answer will be. If your intentions aren't properly set, if your question is poorly worded, or like the intention of your question is just all over the place, then you're going to get an all over the place answer, or an answer that doesn't even match what you asked for. Just know that this reading is your responsibility. I'm going to read these cards to the best of my ability. Do give me a little bit of grace because Lenormand isn't like my strongest, but why not start practicing and do even better now? So yeah, this is going to be a very fun reading for me. This is a challenge for me outside of my comfort zone, but I'm ready to give it a shot. And hopefully you guys are ready to come out your comfort zone too, because you're going to have to rely heavily on your intuition for this reading and trust what you receive. So remember, there are 12 piles here. After you ask your questions, just know that your number choices are between 1 through 12. And take the time that you need to get the answer that to find your answer. So with that out of the way, I'm going to start putting up the piles, and then we're going to get into pile 1. All right. So if you chose pile 1, well, I should hold these cards up just so I know. If you chose pile 1, then this reading is for you. So pile 1, let's get into what your question could be about. Right off the bat, you have the moon, the man, and the book. Right off the bat, this is like a question of like maybe a twin flame or like a destined relationship with a man or an individual. The man card always in Lenormand, really quite simply, because the thing about Lenormand cards is it's different from tarot cards because Lenormand cards are simple. They are what they mean. The man card is a man in your life. This can be an important person in your life, like a lover, a father, a brother, a friend. But I really feel like what since the man is in the center of this spread, this question is about a masculine figure in your life. And the moon card is always about karma, about destiny, and about like an alignment to that destiny. Because as you can see, this moon here is like keeping his eyes focused on the stars. Is plotting along his trajectory along with the stars. And then a book card is always about like learning secrets and like really delving deep. One thing that I'm feeling here with this is like, if you're asking about how a person feels about you, or about how a particular man feels about you, or a masculine energy feels about you, Pile One, then you should know that this person is like keeping their feelings a secret from you. This person is actually very shy, very introverted, and very secretive. So if you are asking a question about another individual, about a masculine energy, you should definitely put forth the effort to approach them first, to talk to them, and to really realize that this person is kind of shy. Like, if you're going to talk to them, you should really recognize the fact that this person is kind of shy, a little bit nerdy, but very intelligent. And one thing about the book card, it also mentions that the person is also pretty attractive as well. So you could just be asking about a cute nerd or a very cute introvert or someone who's very shy, even though he might not look like it or present like it, because this man card looks very masculine. Even though he may not look like it, this person is actually very shy. So it's not like this person don't like you. It's not like this person isn't thinking about you. It's just the fact that this person is very reserved with their feelings. They don't know how to express it. They're more to themselves. One of the biggest things that I'm getting here with the moon card is like, this could be someone, like if you're feeling very strongly attracted to this person, but you just don't know how to approach them, if you should approach them, or if they even like you. This could be someone that you have a soul bond to, or a karmic tie with. Like, I don't know if it's negative in nature, because there's no cards to really depict negative or positive attachment, but just that there is a destiny here, that something is intertwined. Like, this person is meant to be in your life in some sort of way, but you have to initiate Power One. I know a lot of people don't really like doing that, but it's up to you to initiate this Power One. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting here. Let me pull an oracle card just to get any kind of like information that I can from this, any other particular information. And I'm gonna only do one oracle because I really want this to be a fortune telling reading and not like any other kind of reading. So if there's an oracle card in this deck, no, not this deck. Something told me to get my love oracles, and I do have them here. Oh, okay. Go me. Go me. I do have my love oracles here. So let's see. Come on, string. Oh, wow. Sorry, Pile One. How embarrassing. It's just getting tighter and tighter. Okay. I'm pretty weak. I can't pull this thing open. Come on. Just skip ahead to when I get the cards out, please. And just give it a couple, like 30 seconds. Bro. I'm not doing that again. Okay. Got him. Give me a card here to describe the energy of what's happening here. What's the energy of what's happening here? No, okay. So we got the butterfly and the clock. The butterfly says that the relationship is evolving into the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. And the clock says that it needs time, it takes time, and time cycles, time to heal and progress. So yeah, like I said, this person is very shy and very reserved, pile one. So if you really want this relationship to evolve, or if you want a relationship period to come out of just like the talking to a commitment, you gotta put the time into this relationship, pile one. You gotta talk to this person who has this masculine energy. You gotta approach them. You gotta be consistent, and you gotta be really obvious. And you're signaling to this person that you like them and that you want them, because they're very reserved. They can be a little bit oblivious and probably not even that experienced when it comes to dating other people or like really connecting to other people. So, pile one, that's your fortune reading. Hopefully, it helped. Be blessed. If you chose pile two, then this reading is for you. So let's see what we have here. We have snake, letter, and ship. So first things first, with the snake coming out up front, this is very much like has something to do with either sexual energy or with like some kind of betrayal or deception that's waiting to happen. Let me look a little bit more into the energy of the snake, because I know it's a negative card. Envy, rivalry, deceit, and like I said, betrayal. The snake card is a warning indicating that there may be an evil wisher among the people surrounding you. This person may be capable of deceit, betrayal, jealousy, or duplicity. The threat may be quite sudden. It's critical to be careful with your words and your action in this in this environment of deception. Like I said, there is someone who is attempting to deceive you, pile two. And they're going to do so in the form of their communication with the letters here. The birds speak of like more closer communication, like, texting or something like that. But the letter is something a little bit more informal, whether it's like an email or something like that. What I'm getting is like scammer energy. Be mindful of scams, pile two. Whatever it is that you're asking about, there's someone here who doesn't have your best interests at heart, pile two. So be very, very careful. There's the energy of someone here that's just like, that out of nowhere is going to try to communicate with you, and they won't have like your best intentions at heart. Let me look into the letter a little bit more, because I noticed this communication: news, message, documents, and important information. An official document, contracts, right? Which may be through writing, calls, emails, or conversation. Yes. Someone is about to try to lie to you through an email, through a call, through a text. Someone at a distance, or someone that you possibly already moved away from, is really, really calling, is going to try to attempt to like reach out to you. This could be a person from the past trying to get back into your life, but they're trying to get back into your life without good intentions. This could also be someone who you're doing business with, pal, too. If you're asking about a contract or a partnership or a collaboration, it's best that if you don't go forward with this, it's best that you don't, that you take your business elsewhere, that you move on, that you go somewhere else, because that's the advice with the ship card. Because the snake in the letter is letting me know, like, this person is going to try to bind you in a contract that's more favorable for them than for you. This is not a trustworthy person by any stretch of the imagination, pal, too. So take your energy, take your business, take your money elsewhere. And that's the biggest thing here, pal, too. If someone is trying to get you involved in a contract, get you involved in some sort of deal, or something that's like legally binding, yeah, because, this is contracts, Brits. This is a legally binding document here with the letter. If someone is trying to get you involved in something legally binding, do not do it. If you're trying to go out for a loan, just know that the person issuing the loan is going to give you very high interest rate and not really set you up with something that's fair. So you need to go and find a different bank to work with, or a different person to do your contract with. I'm going to get just one oracle card here, and we'll figure out where... just one oracle card. Oops. Wow. And what's funny is the ones that came out are the ones that like the only ones that came out upright like actually fit. So I'm gonna take these two that came upright. And we have domination and defense. Like, yeah, this person is gonna try to strong arm you, pile two. This person is really going to try to make you submit to their ideals, to what it is that they want, to how they want this contract to be. And you're going to have to defend yourself. Stand your ground, pile two. If you are thinking about like signing a contract, getting involved with someone, getting a loan or whatever, really make sure that you're very clear on what you want in the situation, pile two, and be strong and be willing to negotiate for that. Because if you just go in desperate or just like ready to accept anything, you're going to be taken advantage of, pile two. Um, and I'm really feeling like it's best to just move on, to just like go ahead and like find opportunities elsewhere, pile two. Not with this person, not with this bank, not with this institution that you're currently like that you're asking about now. Whatever it is that whatever it is that you're asking about is untrustworthy, and you need to move on. Go somewhere else with your business. So pile two, that's your fortune reading. Thank you and be blessed. Let me take this and put this in here as well. If you chose pile three, then this reading is for you. So let's get into your cards and into your fortune cards, pile three. Ooh, okay, this is interesting. Pile three. If you're very much involved with like someone, like very committed to like your job or to like your loyalty to a boss or a manager, or maybe even to like an individual that's like, that you look at as a protector, you should really scrutinize them and look at them a little bit more closely. Because with the ring and a bear here, it starts off really good. Like this is a commitment and loyalty to a person who you can look at as a protector, as like, someone that's like bigger than you, someone that makes you feel safe, or like even like a boss or a manager. But the Fox card here lets me know that there's a sense of like, sneakiness, of cleverness, of trickery. It's not on the same level as like the snake or anything like that, but just keep an eye on this person. Be mindful of this person. Let me read the Fox card a little bit. Resourcefulness, duplicity, flattery, and temptation. The Fox card deals with cunningness, decisiveness, and advantages in the struggle for survival. It's about making the most of intelligence and discernment in the pursuit of one's own interests. On the negative side, it can mean manipulation of people and circumstances. The Fox card advises you to be more careful and keep everything to yourself. In order to stay clear of deceivers, one has to be more cunning. Okay. Now I get it. This is completely about you, pile three. This is all about your energy, your dedication, your loyalty to maybe a job or a manager. If you want to get ahead, pile three, you need to be a little bit more smart. You got to be a little bit more cunning with how you get ahead, pile three. If this is about like how you want to about how can you get a promotion, how can you do better at work, you can do it by like showing dedication and loyalty to the job and getting to know your manager. Like I'm hearing like you got to play the game a little bit, pile three. Yeah, pile number three. And what was funny, wow, and I put it back in the deck somewhere. Here it is. Oh, damn, I just had it. Let me go back to that. This is one of those cases where the card you pick actually, the number on the card, like the card that you pick actually fits your reading and your message very well. It's the card of flattery, pile three. You gotta play the game a little bit here. You gotta, schmooze, rub elbows, maybe even brown nose a little bit, pile three. If you want this promotion, if you want to move up in like this job, or to get this person to get this person to commit to you, rather, because the bear card could be a boss, or it could just be a person that you see very strong, attractive, but is also very nice on the inside. But this person just might look intimidating, pile three. But whatever this is, whether it's about a boss or about someone that you want to like, how you can like, go about like making this person yours. How can you get this person to commit to you? you have to be committed, pile three, to flattering this person, to really, rubbing elbows, to stroking their ego a little bit, to be a little bit more cunning and a little bit more wise in the way that you do things. You might have to engage in a little bit of of like tactful manipulation, really try to talk to this person in a way that that they want to be talked to, and not in a way that you typically talk to others. Like I said, the energy of flattery is very much here, of like sweet words, of of open communication, and just making sure that you just try your best to get close to this person, because this person could be someone that can look very intimidating with the bear card right in the middle. This person could look very intimidating, or could have a higher position of power over you, like a manager, a boss, or something of the sort. But you have to use your brain here, your brain and your communication and your wit. The energy of Gemini and a fox, to me, like kind of works hand in hand. Like Geminis are very cunning people when they want to be, especially those with Venus in Gemini, which is my placement. They can be very cunning, very good with their words, and excellent deceivers. So what you should do is really try to get into the energy of just using your words in a more sweet manner, pile three. Really just rubbing elbows with the person and showing commitment and loyalty to your work. Because a bear card, the person who represents this bear card, or like whatever the situation represents in the bear, they will really appreciate loyalty, steadfastness, and that's something that you need to display. And commitment. That's something that you need to display, along with some good words. Wow, and here it is, seduction. Yeah. Yeah. The seduction card talks about like kind of just like, you leaning on like how can I say this? Like sensual powers and things of that nature. Like really just make sure that you keep your energy light and fun and seduce this person with your words, with your actions. Like I said, there's a subtle manipulation that has to happen here, pile three, if to achieve your outcome, or to achieve whatever it is that you're asking about with these cards, pile three. You gotta play the game. You gotta be cunning. You gotta be intelligent, witty, and win this person over, seduce this person in a sense. I don't know if this means like even just doing so sexually, you'll get a feel for this person, and it's all going to be up to you, pile three, and to your brain and what you can work out, into the capacity of your intellect with how you can work this out and make this happen for you, pile three. But either way, showing steadfast loyalty and commitment to whatever it is that's important to this bear person, or whatever it is important to this bear, then that'll be the biggest thing here. Let me read the bear in like a work spread. A long partnership with strong, successful people. Yeah, a leader, official. Yeah. Okay, and a work spread predicts a long partnership, can mean a leadership position, transactions in a well-established business. Yeah, the cards here are very positive, but if you really want this to work out, you gotta be witty. You gotta, keep some things to yourself. Don't really show the full extent of who you are. Show these people what you want them to, what they want to see, and that's the way for you to get ahead in this situation, pile three. So that's your reading. I hope you enjoyed, and be blessed. If you chose pile four, then this reading is for you. So let's get into the cards. The anchor, the house, and the heart. Pile four, if you're asking about a relationship, or asking about like your relationship in general, or like asking how a relationship with a certain person would be, like I'm feeling a strong energy of a relationship here. Like this is a very happy, very secure, and very stable relationship. If you're asking about like how would a relationship be with this person, because one of the things that I did say that you can ask in the beginning is ask about like how some situations will play out. And I feel like this is what one of the things are being asked here. Like how would my relationship be with this person? Or how would it be if I choose this person and not this person? If you have like options in dating or something like that. But if you're just asking about how a relationship would be with like a particular person, because I feel the energy of relationship and of love here very heavily powerful. what was it, Power 4? Yeah, I feel that energy very heavily here. So this is going to be a very happy, stable, and loving relationship. You have the anchor, which indicates stability, success, and so, and in a sense, it could be like, feeling weighed down by the person. But with the house and the heart here, I feel like this is a welcome ring weighing down. Like this is someone that you really do want to be tied to, Power 4. Like this is really good energy. And with the house here, this represents stability, security. As you can see, like this is a huge house that these people are like kind of walking into. This is more of a mansion. Like this indicates like a very strong and prosperous connection or relationship, like where you guys could possibly even get a house together, can really build a life together. And that's what the energy is in that house. The house is always symbologic, as a symbology of a house, of a life. And this is going to be a very stable and secure life filled with a lot of love, especially with the heart card here. And I feel like this is going to be love in both ways and not just like one-sided and unreciprocated. Let me look into the heart card a little bit. Love, friendship, harmony, happiness, and support. The heart indicates comfort, happiness, and a harmonious, loving relationship. It can refer to new relationships or increased feelings in established relationships, including close friendships. This card can bring serendipity, support from others, prosperity, and satisfaction in many areas. It signals great potential for personal growth. In combination with negative cards, it means the breakdown of relations, conflict, difficult experiences, or heartlessness. But there's no negative cards in this reading, Power 4. Whoever you're asking about in this situation is very stable, it's secure, and there can be a lot of love and a lot of growth in this situation for the both of you. This is a very clear sign that whatever it is that you're asking about, that since we can't even ask yes or no questions, but it's go for it. Only good things will come from this, Power 4. Yeah, go for it. Impulsive Mars and Aries, impulsiveness, go for it. Like, yes, pursue this opportunity, vision. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. The vision card, the Sun and Pisces card is all about like staying true to your goals. You might have your eye on this person. Like I said, this might be someone that you're really like thinking about, someone that you want to pursue something with, and you're just wondering, should you? And the answer is yes, Power 4. Yes, 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 yes. If this has anything to do with a work or a job situation, go for this job. If this is a person, go for this person. Like, if this is about your health is going to improve and stabilize. No matter what question it is that you're asking, Power 4, the answer is go for it. This is the one. This is going to be where you receive the most growth, the most stability, and the most dependable option that you have. So Power 4, that's your reading. Thank you and be blessed. If you chose Power 5, then this reading is for you. So let's get into your cards and see what you're asking. Power 5. And I feel like this is another one of those piles where your card kind of like comes into play here. The card that you pick comes into play. We have the birds. Oh, wait, you guys can see it from the screen. We have the birds, the whips, and the man. And what this is telling me here, like if you are a woman or a man in a relationship or in communication with another man, you need to chill out, Power 5. Whatever it is that's going on here, you're being overly critical, you're being very, very mean, and you're just like being very petty towards whoever this person is, Power 5. If you're saying like this other person is being petty to you and I'm wrong, no, you're wrong. No, you. Because the cards here are very clear. You need to watch the way that you communicate with this person. Because whatever it is that you're saying to this person is really causing quarrel, it's causing conflict here. The birds card is like someone that you're very, very close to. This is very close communication with a person or even just a group of people, Power 5. And the biggest thing here is that this is just a clashing of egos with the egotism card. And the egotism card talks about you, Power 5. Not about the other person, not about other people in here. This is about watching your ego, making sure that you're not just out here peacocking, that you're not out here just like making that is your way or the highway. Because this is Mars and Leo, and we all know the typical thing that people say of Leos, that they can be bossy, demanding, center of attention, drama queens and kings. And it's very much true, because a Leo will not be anywhere where they can't lead or where they don't feel appreciated. And this is like that energy here with you, Power 5. If you don't feel appreciated in this group or with this person, then just leave. Don't sit there and try to argue or bend this other person to your will or to what you want, because you're just making problems for yourself, Power 5. That will not work. That will not work. So go forth and do what you want to do. Do what's true for you and what you want, Power 5. Because right now you're just causing conflicts and just arguing. And it's our petty, real mean-spirited arguments. And it needs to stop. The bird card deals with communication in various forms, from phone calls and emails to a casual conversation. It might involve gossip, rumor, and speculation. This card usually refers to a group of people with similar interests, a community. Among this group, there may be some fussing and complaining about a stressful situation, but the problems are temporary and not very serious and can be easily dealt with. Yes, but the fact is, this is like being modified by the whips. Like the whips is serious arguments and quarrels, like petty discussions. Like the whips card is a very malefic card. This is all about unnecessary anger, unnecessary arguing, being very mean-spirited, very nasty. Like whatever it is, if you're asking about like a group of friends or like a certain group to be in, Power 5, this isn't the place for you, because it will literally bring out the worst in you. Will bring out the worst in you. And if this is about like in communication with like a close friend or even like someone that you're in love with, you need to change the way that you're communicating, Power 5, or like really soften up a bit, because you're just too focused on what you want here with this egotism card. It's time for you to settle down, to humble yourself, to learn some humility, and to really watch the way that you speak into these persons, to these people, into this group, because the responsibility is on you, Power 5. You can't control how these other people talk, but you can control your action. And you need to calm down. I feel that heavily and strongly. Control yourself. Quarrel. Can't make this up. Quarrel. Control yourself, Power 5. Because you're feeding into this situation. You're feeding into all the negativity, and it's not helping anyone in this situation. Nothing is getting done, nothing is getting solved, and this could just be a continuous thing, Power 5. So control yourself, humble yourself, and just soften up a bit. Watch how you speak into this man, whether it's your partner, a friend, or even if it's just like a particular man in a group. Because the man card is very clear. It's a masculine energy, a father, a brother, a male best friend. It's someone that's important, that's a male. Watch how you speak into that person and calm yourself down, Power 5, because your ego is in full drive and it's causing problems. You need to chill. So, Power 5, that's your reading. Thank you and be blessed. If you chose Pile 6, if you chose Pile 6, or if you were drawn to the number 6, then this is your answer. This is your reading. Okay, I like this. We have the tree, the bouquet, and the tower. So what this tells me is this might be a work-related or health-related question here. The tree indicates like roots, stability. It's usually about like good health, or like, something that's like very strong and have an abundance of growth. The bouquet is an all-around positive card. It indicates good times, good health, not abundance, but like really just like a lot of cheerful energy. Like it's very, very beautiful and very, very light. I feel like I should read the tree card a little bit to get a little bit more on it so I can understand what this is about. Symbolized by the tree is stable growth, ripening, and maturity, solid character and intentions, the ability to enjoy life, natural wisdom, strong health, and inner power, a clear mind and ability to rationally analyze one's actions as well as events taking place around him or her. You are in really good energy, Pile 6, and this is like crazy. I just picked these cards by random, but I really feel like the discrimination card that you picked might also have a little bit to do with this. Right now, you're very clear in your mind on what you want. You're very wise right now, Pile 6. And whatever this question is about I really feel like it's something in regards to like a job or like towards like a promotion, because we do have the Tower card ending the reading. If this is about you like getting a promotion or like whether you are slated for one, the answer is like, in order for you to get this promotion, Pal 6, you just have to keep being you. Like, yeah, gift, happiness, gratitude, and success. Happiness and pleasure in everyday affairs and general satisfaction for life. This card can mean a joyful event, preservation of harmony, or recognition in society. And this is what the Tower card is. The Tower card is recognition. It's the position of leadership. It's an institution. Like whatever, and like I channeled, if this is about work, Pile 6, about a promotion, or like what if you are going to get a promotion, or what can you do to get a promotion, or if you're going to get this job at this place or whatever. Or even if you're just asking about should you go work for this place. The answer is, or what will happen if you go work to this place, because remember, we're not doing yes or no questions. What will happen if you go and work for this place? If you're thinking about like going to a new job, or whether you should stay with this job, the answer is yes, because it might be a little bit challenging for you guys, but it's really growing and shaping you in such a really beautiful way and fortuitous way here. With bouquet in the middle, recognition and gratitude is coming your way, Pile 6. If you've been struggling at a job, or like you've been finding a job like kind of like hard work but rewarding, stick with it, because you are going to be recognized here. You're going to be elevated to a position of leadership eventually. Like the Tower card is about institutions. It's about being in the public eye. It's about like being just like from this high place, this high tower. Whatever it is that you're working on or trying to do, Pile 6, you're going to achieve success. You're going to achieve public recognition for it. Whether it's like from like people like on a global scale, or whether it's just from like your or from an organization. Whatever it is that you're working on, you're doing it with a clear mind, with a clear heart, working in harmony. Your schedule is really good. Like your everyday life is like really set up well here with Venus and Virgo. Like everything is like working well and in harmony, and your mental acuity is like really strong right now. I really feel like your mind, your ideas, your work ethic, and the way that you do things are really what's going to lead you to success, Pile 6. So if this is about what you can do to earn a promotion, you just continue doing what you're doing. Strengthen your work ethic. Make sure that you come off as someone that's dependable, reliable, wise, helpful, and you're going to receive the gratitude and recognition through repeated actions and through repeated good acts here, Pile 6. This is another case where the card that you picked fit directly into your reading. So let's see what we got here. Wow. This is the card that came right into my face. The card of generosity, Saturn and Leo. With Saturn and Leo and the generosity card, you really have to be, this is what you have to do to achieve success. You have to share your wisdom, share your knowledge, to be open and honest and talk with the people. The thing about the generosity card, you can see this guy here is like in a position of leadership. This is about disseminating wisdom and like disseminating wisdom here with the tree, and even with this card coming out, and both of them being 5 cards. Like this is a very harmonious and synchronous reading, Pile 6. Only thing you got to do is just be yourself and help the people around you. Show the people around you that you're capable of being a wise leader, that you know what you're talking about. And don't do it. And I feel like you guys aren't going to like really try to muscle in and like really become really egotistical about this, but really show these people that you are a wise, discerning, and intelligent leader, and you will be recognized, Pile 6. You are You will get that promotion. You will get that leadership, that position of leadership, and that recognition that you want, that promotion that you want. Only thing you got to do is just show up and show out. Easy peasy for you, pile six. But especially with the tree being your energy here, you have everything that you need inside of you. You've already been through your growth experience, and you've reached a place now where you can just shine, when you can just like show out and show who you are, show what you've learned through your experience, and share your experiences with the people, and share your experience with the people around you, pile six. That's how you're going to achieve success. So, pile six, that's your reading. Thank you for your time and be blessed. If you chose pile seven, then this reading is for you. So let's see what we got here. Damn, pile seven. Lucky number seven, not so lucky. So, pile seven, whatever this is about, whatever this is just not a good situation all around. Whatever is happening right now, whatever it is that you're questioning, pile seven, it needs to be cut from your life. There's a lot of things that isn't clear, a lot of things that is hidden from you, a lot of confusion, a lot of chaos. And if this is about a person, this is about a person that you do not need to be around with the cloud card here. The cloud cards represent someone evil, someone indifferent, someone with not so good or hidden intentions. Do not be, whatever, if this is about like another person, you could be, and it could be about someone that you have time in with the Lilies card here. But yeah, the middle card is the Scythe. Put an end to it. Move on. It's done. It's done. Done, bun. Okay? Whatever this is, whatever you're asking about, pile seven, like, I'm really trying to like get the energy of like whatever it is. But with the Clouds card, it could be anything. It could literally be anything. So let me look at it. Crisis, trouble, tangled situations, and doubts. The cloud cards warns of trouble, illness, or events that you would like to avoid. There is dissonance in the soul and conflict in business endeavors. Unexpected circumstances may sabotage the best laid plans. These challenging times require patience and self-restraint to eliminate excess and find new ways through the crisis. And the people spreader symbolizes an insincere or even dangerous person who should be avoided. Someone in a pessimistic state may be radiating negative energy. If this is about a relationship, it indicates feelings being tested to the limit. There may be a lack of understanding or hidden motives. It's difficult to see the real reasons for the problems, especially through self-deception. If this is about work, in the spirit of work, the clouds could predict potential dangers of losing large sums of money or status due to major events or betrayal of colleagues. There is an aura of incomprehension in a dreary atmosphere. And if this is about your health, in a question of well-being, this card indicates dark perspectives and an inability to control the situation. There may be lingering health issues. Whatever is going on here, if this is about if this is about your health and about like whether you'll recover from something, I'm sorry, the answer is a very clear like no. You will not recover. In fact, you will probably be getting worse. Like it'll linger, and the Scythe card does talk about death, about an ending. And with the Lilies, like in terms of like if this is about like a bad health or a terminal illness, I heard pushing up daisies. But yeah, if this is about your health, this is a very negative omen. A very, very negative omen if this is about your health. Whatever this is about, pile seven, you have very negative omens all around. The thing with the Lilies card here, though, is this is about your experience and your level of maturity, about your willingness to accept what's going on here. Like if this is a situation that you're locked into and you can't really escape, like the cloud cards say, you might just need to keep some things to yourself and keep your head on a swivel if you can't really escape the situation if you're locked into it. You're really going to have to leverage every little bit of your maturity, every little bit of your experience and your wisdom to see yourself through this situation, pile seven. But if you're asking about recovering from an illness, you won't. You'll be dealing with these issues for quite a while. And like I said, the Scythe card is all about It's just death. Like, this is the card that you do not want to see. And in conjunction with the clouds, something very negative. A storm is brewing, and something that you do not want to have happen. If this is about a job that you're asking about, anything in regards to work, you might end up getting fired, and because people been plotting on you to get you out of there because you're older, you're wiser. You it could be the fact that you're aging, and this job really just want new energy, new blood there, and they might just want to like get you out because of that. Because the lilies could represent an older individual or a more mature individual, but what I'm getting here is like, you don't fit into this environment. If this is about a job, you don't fit into the environment, and people are conspiring to kick you out, pile 7. Yeah. If this is about a relationship, the person is lying, they hiding something. Yeah, the Scythe card is about caution, danger, and warning. The Scythe pretends the possibility of an accident, crash, or serious injury. Take this card as a warning. Be extremely cautious and hopefully avoid misfortune. Avoid risky behavior in yourself and in others. This card to the left of the Scythe indicates the source of the danger. Ooh, so I was doing this reading exactly right, because on the left is the clouds and the right indicates ways to avoid it, the lilies. So I did this reading bang on. I'm better than I thought with these cards. Let me see. In the people spread, it indicates an indifferent, evil, and calculating person. Like I said, if you're dealing with a person, this person does not have like your best interest at heart. This person might be plotting to kill you. Like, I hate to be a fearmonger, but these cards don't play around. Like, this is danger in a situation. If you're dealing with a person, if you're asking about a person, this individual is a dangerous man, dangerous woman. Do not get involved with this person for the sake of your life. Do not get involved with this person. If this is about a relationship, it indicates a sudden conflict and serious threat to the partnership. The ability to cope with crisis will require sacrifices and compromises. If this is about work, it warns of serious losses and dangerous connections. You will need to act circumspectly to deal with termination or transactions and reduction of revenues. In matters of well-being, the Scythe indicates the need for surgery or the risk of serious injury. Like I said, if this is about your health, I'm sorry to say, but it could take a very negative turn. Your health could take a very negative turn. And the only way to avoid it is to change your lifestyle around, be a little bit more healthy, be more mature in the choices of what you eat, like work out, eat better, and do the thing and do what you got to do. But if this is about a person or a relationship, avoid it at all costs. It's time to get out. It's time to get out. Yeah, no, that's not it. Give me the energy for pile 7. Charity and appreciation. Yeah, help is going to come to you from an institution. Like, if you are in an abusive relationship with someone, or or something of that nature, where you just feel like you're being abused, because I do see this woman with children fleeing from this place. Like, you need to go and seek help. Like, if you're stuck, like I said, if you're like kind of locked into the situation, you need to find help from an outside source, from an organization, or like something or someone somewhere that can help you. But the charity card does speak of organizations that need to help. Because what's happening here is that you're not being properly appreciated in whatever the situation is. You're being taken for granted, you're being taken advantage of, and you're being plotted against, pile 7. Take this warning. This is your fortune. If this is about like a possibility of something, do not choose this route. Do not choose it. It will only lead you to ill-fated consequences. This is not the way to go, pile 7, if this is about a possibility of something. Take this warning, pile 7. Thank you, and be blessed. If you chose pile 8, this reading is for you. So let's get into your cards. How did I know? I felt when I was like channeling energies for the piles that at least one pile is going to get 2 get two of the man or lady cards. I felt it. I felt it. I felt it. And here it is in the eighth pile. Whatever it is, you're most definitely a woman. If you're not a woman, then you could have very feminine energy about yourself. But what's really happening here, what's really, really honest, is that you're heading into a bit of good luck, pile 8. I don't know if you're asking about a woman or if you're asking about something like that. If you're asking about yourself and like what your future holds for you and you're a woman, just know that your future is going to be pretty lucky. Something really, really, really cool is going to happen for you. Something unexpected, something that's very fortuitous is bound to happen for you. If you're a guy asking about a woman, just know that, you might need to keep things light with her. Like, she's not really like your best option, but she is one that could bring like a lot of fun in your life. Yeah, luck, happiness, fate's gift, and expectation. Yeah, spontaneous windfall, happy endings, luck and success, hope for the better, and the end of difficulties. It suggests a carefree life, even if it's temporary, predicts the possibility of realizing your loftiest plans and wildest dreams. If you've been dealt this card in combination with negative cards, okay, so never mind. I was getting the energy wrong. The clover is deeper than I thought. Excuse me. So yeah, if you are a man asking about a woman, this woman is probably going to be like the one. You're gonna really lock up on her, like by finding her and locking her down. She's probably going to be really, really dope, really awesome, and just, everything that you could have asked for and more in a woman. If you're a man asking about a woman, but if you're a woman and this is you asking about yourself or it could be about you asking about yourself or what's ahead for you, the realization of a certain dream or goal, or just a lucky windfall of money. Like I said, this is lucky, lucky energy. Rather, if you're a woman, prepare for luck. If you're a guy asking about a woman, you need to lock her down. Period. So let's see what we got here in some oracle cards, because this reading is very simple, especially with the two ladies and the clover. This is nothing but good energy all around, pile 8. So let's see what we got. I need some cards for pile 8. Card of drama, but that's not like bad drama. I know what this is. And concentration and even extremism. So yeah, pile 8. If you do decide to pursue this woman, you need to be very balanced in the way that you go about it. Don't swear her too hard, pile 8. Okay? Don't force her into anything. You gotta play this right. Concentrate. Okay? Like, if you are going to date her, like, you got to put a lot of time and energy and attention into her because she's worth it. With the clover card, if you're a guy asking about a woman or a woman asking about another woman, she's worth it. So you got to treat her like wifey type. Give her the love, the dedication that she needs. Don't push her. Don't try to get her to do any freaky deaky stuff that's outside her comfort zone. You really got to take it in her way and her path because she is a true lady. If you are a guy asking about a girl, and I really feel that very strongly. If you're a guy asking about a woman, you gotta treat her like a lady. Because any type of like negativity, any type of extreme behaviors, trying to force or coerce, that's just gonna put her away. The drama card here talks about really making sure that if you do try to talk to her, make sure you do it with honesty. Really put your best foot forward when you talk to her, since this is Mercury and Leo. Put your best foot forward. Try to really show her what you're capable of, but don't do it in like a braggadocious kind of way, because that's really going to be really off-putting here. The way that you communicate and talk to her is going to be very, very important. I'm really feeling like I'm talking to a guy about a girl. Like, the way that you talk to her is going to be very, very important, pile 8. You need to be on your A game. And if you don't have any game, then, good luck. Because you're going to need it for this woman. Because she is worth it, okay? With this clover card here. This clover is really big energy. I didn't know that, but the clover card is really big, lucky energy. Like, this is someone that you need on your team. And there shouldn't be a team. It should just be her, pile 8. If you're not a one-woman type of person, then you should move on, because she will suspect, and she will find out, and she will leave you, and you will be losing all of this goodness, pile 8. But if you are a woman and this is about you, then watch how you present yourself. Like, really make sure that you put your best foot forward when in everything that you do. If you are a woman, put your best foot forward. Really focus on your goals and concentrate. Don't allow yourself to be distracted, and try to avoid forcing yourself, or like really just, go into extremes in one way or another with your energy, pile 8. So if you're a woman asking about yourself, something really lucky is about to happen for you, for just you being you, and don't overdo it. So that's your reading, pile 8. Thank you and be blessed. If you chose pile 9, this reading is for you. So let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. This is another case where the card that you chose fits directly in for your pile. So the cards that you have here are Sun, Fish, and Crossroads. Now, with this particular combination, this is like abundance on abundance on abundance on abundance. The Fish card is all about prosperity, of abundance, about really beautiful, positive things coming in. The Fish card is like literally one of the best cards you can get in here, next to the Sun. So you got two of the best cards to get in this deck appearing in the same reading together. But the thing is, though, this is going to have to come down to a decision that you're going to have to make, pile 9. You're going to have to choose this route. If you are asking about, and this could be something about work, if you're asking about, like, should you take this work, like, about what will happen if you choose, like, this certain opportunity, if you choose to go down this path, you will get fulfillment. You'll find it. If this is about traveling abroad or doing anything like that, then you should do it, because you will receive great prosperity, great abundance, and in fact, a very fun time if you do so. But the Crossroads here, the only thing that's left is for you to just make the decision to just choose this route. Because I really feel like you could choose, but if you pick this reading, there could have been like another option that you can choose, but the option that you're asking about right now, pile 9, the question that the route that you're asking about right now is the right path. It's the path that you should definitely take, because we have the Sun and the Fish here. You should definitely take this route. I don't know the nature of your question, pile 9, but I don't need to know the nature of your question to tell you that whatever choice, whatever it is that you're asking about, this is it. If you're asking, if this is a question of how, or of how can I do this, or how can I get that, you can do so by being a very bright and positive and radiant energy, being kind, generous, and a loving person to everyone that you come across. I'm gonna look into the Sun and the Fish card a little bit deeper, but I just know that this is positivity. Individuals full of talent and energy who are optimistic, pleasant, and radiant in all senses. Such a charismatic person makes you feel the desire to live a full and active life. In a work spread, it speaks about stable earnings, successful projects, and self-realization. It signifies climbing the corporate ladder and good times for business. And let me see, in a relationship spread, as this promises sincere feelings, warm-hearted connections full of mutual understanding, a mature partner who knows how to truly love and appreciate without selfishness and hypocrisy. So yeah, anything that you're asking about, the Sun card is letting you know, like, this is the way to go. The Fish card is all about finances, welfare, rewards, abundance, and generosity. And like I said, if this is about how you can do something, do it by being the best person that you can be. Being kind, being generous, giving to people, giving them your time and your energy. But you have to make the decision to do that, because you can definitely choose not to be kind and generous, and you can miss out on this energy very easily by doing that. Because remember, when you're kind, you're generous, and you're a loving and overall pleasant person, good things happen to you eventually. The fish card is a symbol of fulfilled hopes, successful completion of affairs, or honors and awards beyond expectation. This positive card signals excellent health, compliant with prosperity and domestic bliss. This card means fate is smiling on you. You have found your way. Expect gifts, money, good trade, deals, and successful projects. Right. Okay. But you don't have any negative cards around you. And the people spreader depicts a self-confident person who knows his or own worth, puts himself above others. This person has an active life, love to travel, and that's what comes through in the fulfillment card as well, foreign business and traveling, and doesn't always complete projects. This indicates in a relationship, this indicates that the partners have strong feelings for each other and excellent compatibility. And in work, this card signifies a magnificent development of a business venture with a beneficial outcome for all participants. Expect successful investments with strong profits. Like, bro or girl, whatever it is that you're asking about, this is a surefire sign that whatever it is that you're asking about, things are going to work out. And if you're asking how can you get something, how can you achieve, do it by being honest, generous, and just letting your skills shine. And it will just all fall in place for you. Fate is smiling on you. Yeah, but you got to choose this. Maybe indecisive, but you got to make the decision. If you're uncertain about a person, if this is about a relationship and you're just not really sure about the person, which I don't even know why you would be, if everything is here. This could be, you could just be asking about like a person that you haven't like started dating yet, and just like asking about your options. But this person that you're asking about, that you're having a hard time deciding on, is actually your best choice. Like literally. So go for this person. And if this is about business, if you're asking about work or like the outcome of like a certain project, this project is going to be successful beyond your wildest expectations and dreams. Yeah. And you got 2 nines. Be optimistic. Whatever it is that you're working on, whatever it is that you're trying to do, pile 9, whatever it is that you're asking about, be positive about this, because things is going to work out for you. You're going to be fulfilled beyond your wildest dreams. You just got to make the choice to go down this route, to make the decision to do it, because this is like all signs point to yes, go here, do this. Why aren't you doing it now? Because this is the way, pile 9. Very beautiful, very powerful, very like not even lucky, because this is something that you worked and strove for. Fate is smiling on you, pile 9, and this is what fate, what the higher powers ordained for you. If this is a question that you're asking about a successful business venture, a relationship, no matter what you're asking about, pile 9, honestly, this is the choice that you need to make. So thank you and be blessed. If you chose pile 10, then this reading is for you. So let's get into your cards. The key, the rider, and the mice. Okay. Key, rider, and mice. This one is a little bit more challenging. But what I'm getting here, pile 10, like if you're asking about a certain path or a certain direction that you need to take your life, then I'm getting a feeling like this might be the way to go, because the rider here symbolizes, I think it's good news coming in. I think it's like good news or communication coming in. Let me look at it just to make sure. News, visits, travel, and movement. Yeah, this is about good news coming in, about a choice or a decision or a path that you're taking with the key card. Because the key card is all about a path, a decision, something that you're doing that aligns with you, pile 10. So go down this path. But the warning here is be careful. Because the path that you're choosing to go on with this question, pile 10, it's going to be filled with a lot of people that might be seeking to like steal from you, that might be looking to that might be looking to pinch off of you. Like really watch your back as you go down this pile. And what's funny is like the mice card is like to the back of the rider. Like, he's heading towards this new path. He's heading towards where he needs to go. But these mice are like on his tail. So if you're asking about like your life or like a decision to make in regards to your life, like right now, just know like this decision that you're asking about is the right one for you. But just know that there's going to be challenges on this path. There's going to be other people in your way, or not even in your way. A lot of people behind you that's going to be trying to sabotage. Honestly, that's going to be trying to sabotage you. Loss, destruction, complication, and disappearance. The main idea indicated by the mice card is the loss of something, damage to property, or death. There's an opportunity to avoid loss if you understand the reason and take action. You have to confront those people in your life who want to harm others. The mice card indicates a state of anxiety, restlessness, secret vices, or old debts. Like, yeah, if you are thinking about making a choice, you could just be a little bit afraid and nervous to make this choice. And that could just be stealing from your joy, pile 10. If you are thinking about like something in regards to work, I don't know what the key means for work, so I'm gonna go and ask that. Like I said, this one's a little bit more difficult for me because the key is such a cryptic card. Signifies a favorable period of successful undertakings and good opportunities for realizing their potential. Brings illumination, scientific breakthrough, mastery, or settling of debts. Okay, so the key is a very positive card. Good. Opening or closing opportunities, wishes, and new beginnings. Okay, so you're heading down the path of a new beginning. There's going to be some news coming in for you. Pile 10. There's going to be some news coming in for you about something about whatever it is that you're asking about. You're going to be receiving news, but just be careful that the news might. I really feel like the news might not be. Wow. I'm hearing like the news might not be favorable. Like I've been thinking like this is a good reading, but the mice card at the end really tells everything because in the Lenormand reading, the placements of the cards mean anything. Oops. Okay, that's why it keeps moving because I keep shaking the table. Got it. Need to be careful. The placement of the cards means everything in the Lenormand reading. And with the news being in the middle, like the news about a new path for you to take is filled with anxiety or with like loss and debts. So if you are thinking about taking this path, even though I kept saying it might be the right path, I'm not so sure about it now that I'm really sitting with it. But this could just be your energy that I'm being influenced by. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's a lot of anxiety and a lot of doubts here. But I don't know. If you're expecting news, I just think that you're not going to receive good news. Let's get some oracle cards here to help me out with this reading a little bit, pile 10. Because I really feel like if you're trying to find good news or you're expecting good news, like I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, I see it now. And the fulfillment card came out. Okay. If you're expecting good news, if you're expecting good news, then okay, this is like a roller coaster of a reading. If you're expecting good news, then chances are you're probably going to get good news, but you could just be really anxious. That's why I kept filling that card. You could just be having a sense of anxiety and it's stealing your joy. But with the detachment card here, get your feelings out of the situation. Get your feelings out of this decision and just think about it more logically from a logical perspective. Like, just really lay out the facts of what's going on and more so rely on the facts and not your feelings. Because right now, feeling your feelings, feeling the spirit, it's just very anxious and very confusing energy, pile 10. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if you're very clear on your intentions for this question or if you just like are very anxious about the answer to this question. But through hard work and through like actually persevering, you're going to be very, very successful and abundant on whatever this new beginning or this new opportunity is that you're really anxious about taking. You should take this new opportunity. You should go down this route, but realize that it's going to be a lot of work and that you're going to have to put some time in on this new path in order to like really see some riches. But you shouldn't let that hold you back, and you shouldn't be scared of that, pile 10. Like this path could be the path for you to go down. It's the new beginnings, the new opportunity, and things are going to be successful and work out for you. You're going to receive good news, so you need to stop being anxious. That's what I'm going to lock in, pile 10. I think you're just anxious about a new decision that has to be made, and you know, You just, you need to let that go. You need to detach from your anxiety, detach from your emotions, and think about this clearly and logically, pile 10. And just know that this path is going to be, it's going to lead you towards riches. It's going to lead you towards success. It's going to lead you towards your hard work being rewarded. So go down this path, pile 10. And I'm hearing you got to be brave. It's time for your bravery to kick in. So that's your reading, pile 10. Thank you and be blessed. If you chose pile 11, then this reading is for you. Cross, coffin, stork. Number 11. Whatever it is, whatever you're asking about, just know that it's going to be very, very difficult for you to achieve. If this is about, like, about whether you want to, should you go into a new job, or like what would this new job be like, know that this new job would be very difficult, very hard for you to do. And it might really tire you out, or like really just like take everything away from you. The story card does talk about going to the next level of deepening of something and like a new birth. But since this is at the end and all the other cards before it are very negative, this is like a negative change of pace and a negative growth. Pile 11, this reading is very negative, especially with coffin card in the center. There's no escaping that. If this is about you dating another person, or about what this person is like, what this option would be like if you choose this person is very plain. This person has a lot of problem and a lot of baggage with them, and they're very shut off and reserved right now, and not really open towards a deepening of a relationship right now. They got a lot of things that they need to work through and work on. Yeah, if this is you asking about like the qualities of a person or about another person, I just said that. But yeah, if this is about a job, then just know that this job is going to be full of burdens. This job is going to be a job that's going to be very hard to do, very time consuming. Management might really expect a lot of you, and you're going to be very, very exhausted and tired while working this. And it might not be much room for growth either. I'm feeling like it might really be a dead end job. If you guys are asking about your health, just know there's going to be a lot of complications, possibly even a death. Let me read a little bit more on the stork card in regards to health, because there's a silver lining somewhere in here. Yeah. Yeah, if you are very sickly, just know you're going to be sick for a while, but you are going to slowly improve if you decide to, like, change for the better. But yeah, if you're asking about your health, it's not looking good, my guy. Yeah, yeah. If you're asking about staying with a job, just know that, it's going to take a minute before this job actually gets any better, before things change. Okay. Okay. But if you're asking about your life right now, then I'm getting the feeling like your life is very difficult. A lot of bad things have been happening. Okay, but the stork end in the reading is actually a good thing, because the stork end in the reading talks about a change, and I knew that, but I think I should be a little bit more positive with this, because this could be a shifting of this such heavy energy with the cross and the coffin here, of death, of burdens, of being tired, of just like things not changing. Things are going to change, and things are going to change for you eventually. Pile 11. One of the things here is that your card of rebellion is kind of telling you that maybe you just have to do things a little bit differently, but I won't take that for your reading. You might just have to do things a little bit differently than the way that you've been going about things. It could be time for a change in your life, time for you to implement a change in your life, number 11. If this is about like a relationship or another person, I'm getting a feeling like if you hang in there and you just like really think about handling things a little bit differently than you have been, then the relationship can improve. Because the stork at the end is like the light at the end of the tunnel. Because right now you've been traveling through the darkness, things have been tough, but the stork card is the light at the end of the tunnel. I get it now. I just had to feel my way through the energy a little bit more. So let's get some oracle cards to see what else we can get from there. Oh, wow. And 2 came out. And 2 was exactly what I was looking for. Charity and assertion. Wow, this is funny. Charity cards lets me know, like, if you do need, like, if things are going on, like if you've been feeling depressed and been feeling really weighed down, you need to go see a therapist. You need to go find someone somewhere that can talk to you. Try the suicide hotline or something like that. You definitely need to talk to someone, because you are in charge of bringing in like this new beginning and this change in your life. This new change isn't going to come to you by magic. It's going to come by you choosing better, for you putting your energy towards something better for your life. Number 11. Yeah, if this is about a job, if you want a better job, if you want a better experience at work, then you just need to go out and find a new job. Your spirit guides will assist you in this. You will have divine help, divine charity. You just need to move and not expect things to move for you. Pile 11. Harness your energy, harness your bravery, and rebel against your current circumstances. Fight against it. Choose something different to do. Find your strength to get back up and pick up your sword again, is what I'm hearing. Because things have been hard. Things have been like, it saps your energy, but you need to find the strength to get up again and move on. Pile 11. Because things can change and things are going to change for you, but you got to be the agent of that change. So that's your reading, number 11. Thank you and be blessed. If you chose pile 12, then this reading is for you. Let's see what we got. Child, garden, and mountain. Okay. What I'm seeing here is like a transition from a very happy time to something that's like very difficult. I don't know what this could be. Like my head is like really foggy on this one. So let me quiet myself down and see what I get. If you're asking about yourself in relation to a social or peer group, you could be very immature. You could just be presenting yourselves and not the best light possible. And that's leading to you being iced out and isolated by this group. You do have the card of loss here as well. I'm not going to take it for your reading, but it's just something that's sticking out to me. Like the card of loss, like whatever is going on here, you could just be heading into a period where things are like a lot harder for you because of you not being as mature as you need to be, or not being as mature in the handling of a situation. If this is about a relationship, then one or both of you need to grow up to try to find a sense of harmony and togetherness in this relationship, or you guys are going to be meeting insurmountable differences. I don't know if I can trust you, Pile 12, to choose whether or not you need to be mature or them, but there is the sense of like of immaturity permeating this, with the child card being the first card. This is about immature actions, immature mindsets, immature energy affecting a group, a community, affecting a group or community. Let me see about the garden card, because I'm pretty sure, yeah. Society, holiday activities. The garden card refers to activities outside the house, social events, gatherings, festivities. It can indicate the media, public opinion, professionalism. It means getting pleasure from active rest or recreation. It can also indicate success in creative and social projects. In the negative aspect, it means unreasonable illusions, narcissism, and superficial relations. It suggests the need to more realistically evaluate yourself. Yeah, you guys, Pile 12, you're not being realistic in this situation. You're being very immature. Your mindset, your thought processes, and whatever it is that you're asking about here, you're not doing it. You're not asking about this from a higher mindset, and it's causing you to feel isolated. Like really, yeah, because that's the mountain card, and it's going to lead to difficulties in the future for you if you're not careful. If you don't really try to, yeah, okay. So now I really am going to take the loss card for your reading. It could lead to losses. If this is about like your fame or like your public opinion, the way that you're handling your community, the way that you're handling the people, the way that you're handling your projects isn't really like the best. If this is about a relationship, then you need to grow up. You need to grow up, Pile 12. You need to really change your mindset, really try your best to understand what the other person is trying to tell you, understand the needs of the other person, and not just be so focused on what it is that you want because you're being immature. You're not willing to compromise in the way that needs to happen. Because to me, the garden speaks of harmony. This speaks of activities, of fun. Maybe you guys need to come out your comfort zone a little bit more. Stop being so childish and go and do what your partner wants to do. If your partner wants to go to a grown and sexy restaurant, go do it. If your partner wants to go on hikes and walk, go do it. Even if it's not something that feels right to you, if you really love this person, if you really want to be with them, then you need to start making changes or else you're going to lose them. Because the differences could be insurmountable. Because in a relationship, the Mountains card talks about differences that you can't work behind. Yeah, I mean, that you can't work through. Only thing I could tell you, Pile 12, is that the way that you're acting, the way that you're behaving, the way that you're thinking is going to cause problems for you in the future. In a community, in your public relations, in your creative projects, whatever it is, your immaturity is going to cause big problems. So yeah, you might either need to take more risk or you might not need to take as many risks as you're doing right now. Because with the child card and the risk and the loss coming out, a whole bunch of Saturn cards, that you could be in for a harsh lesson, number Pile 12. You could be in for a very harsh lesson and for a period of restriction so that you can grow and improve, especially with the child card dominating this. Whatever is going on here, Pile 12, you're going to be led to a period of hardship, to a period of isolation, and to a period where, things are going to be really, really rough for you. You could right now just be pampered, spoiled, really just enjoying your life as is, and a loss that's coming out of nowhere, a loss from a risky decision that you make is going to lead to everything like being stripped away from you and you being isolated and alone, Pile 12. If this is about a relationship, yeah, this relationship could be ending due to the way that you've been acting this entire time, due to you not willing to take, like I said, due to take the risk to do something that's outside your comfort zone for your partner. And this could be creating differences that your partner can't really see you guys working through, and you could be heading towards a breakup if this is about a relationship. If this is about work, you don't have a very good reputation with your coworkers. Let me look a little bit more into this. Yes. In a work spread is a naive, unprofessional approach to business, lack of proper experience, knowledge, and qualifications. More training may be required. Yeah, you're heading into a tough time, number 12. Even if this is about a job, a relationship, whatever it is that you're asking about, if you were drawn to the number 12, this is going to end badly for you because you aren't properly experienced, you aren't mature enough, you haven't been making the right decisions, and your public perception is not very good. The way that you've been relating to your coworkers isn't very good. The way that you've been relating to your lover has been very immature. And you guys could have just been taking too many risks, made too many mistakes, and now you're heading into a tough time. And this tough time is meant for you to learn, for you to grow, for you to grow up. And this is what's fated for you. Pile 12. There's no way to avoid this. If you're asking a question, there's no way to avoid it because the mountain is at the end of your reading and not in the middle. So there's no way to avoid it. This is what you're heading into, Pile 12. Sorry that, this is like such a negative reading, but you got some growing to do. You got some learning to do. And you got some experiences that you need to experience, Pile 12. So that's your reading. Thank you and be blessed. Bye.